Hi, my name is Joseph Anderson, and welcome to Returned Missionary University. Today our question is, what are the 3 most important things to do when I get home from the mission? I want you to remember the day you returned home from your mission. If you want to, picture the jet plane has just landed back on the tarmac. Your family is waiting at the airport with signs welcoming you home and open arms. They feel like it's been ages since they've seen you, and your mom feels like it's been 100 years. You are then whisked off in a car to visit your stake president. He says, "Well done, thou good and faithful servant," at which point he asks you to remove your name tag. Yes, that same name tag that has been your identity for the past 1.5 years or 2 years of your life. And then you pull up to your home, walk in the door, and it is like walking into an entirely different world. Now what? I don't know about you guys, but when I returned home, I felt so out of place, almost like a fish out of water. I literally sat on the counter and just kind of looked around. There was no longer a daily missionary schedule to keep, and nothing that I felt I was required to do. Because there was nothing I felt required to do, I ended up spending 1 month of reading scriptures, and to be honest, basically hiding out from the big scary world in my room. After about a month of this, I finally realized that if I wanted to take out all of the pretty girls I was meeting, it would require money, and I needed a job. Also, to attract the quality of girl that I wanted in my life, I would need to get back into better shape physically, financially, socially, etc. This required that I make the choice to dive into life. And finally, I did just that. I went out and found a job as a server at a restaurant, and I began to ask out the girls that I wanted to go out with. I want you all to remember and think back to the time when you were a child, and you went to the swimming pool. At first, you probably went to the kiddie pool and really enjoyed it. The kiddie area has fun little water toys to play with, and because it is only about 1.5 feet deep, it is reasonably safe. Now, as time went on, you probably got really bored of the kiddie pool and started to venture to the adult pool. Some of you may have just dipped your toes in the water. Some may have dove right into the deep end and had to be rescued. And some may have even had a parent throw you in the deep end. No matter how you got there, you may have stayed there only a few seconds, minutes, or even a little longer before going back to the kiddie pool. But as time wore on, your little muscles developed the strength that they needed to swim in the big swimming pool. And you realized the big pool could provide way more enjoyment than your little kiddie paradise. It is the same with life. It can be scary to just dive in. But those that really begin to dive into life and take chances eventually learn how to swim and have much more fun in the real world. While those that keep getting out of the pool find that they actually lose mental, physical, spiritual, and social strength. Stay in the water and dive deep. You might be sitting there saying, "I might get hurt." And you're absolutely correct, you might. You may not get the job you want, you may not get into the school you want, and the person of your dreams may crush your little heart into 1,000,000,000,000,000 pieces when you ask them out. And that's okay. As the Lord stated to Joseph Smith as he was in Liberty Jail, going through his trial, "Know thou, my son, that all these things shall give thee experience and be for thy good." Many times people want to avoid the challenges, trials, and even heartbreaks of life. However, these are the very building blocks that create character and help you to be the returned missionaries that the Lord needs to build his kingdom. So now you're probably asking, what areas do I need to dive into? First and foremost, continue to strengthen your relationship with Heavenly Father. You have spent time on your mission developing an excellent foundation, and you need to continue to build upon that so it doesn't wither away. You can do this through regularly doing a variety of things, including pray, study the scriptures, study the general conference messages, attend the temple, write in your journal, get involved in your ward, magnify your callings, and serving others. Second, get a job. Work is so incredibly valuable, even beyond the money that you earned. It gives you a sense of accomplishment and provides you really just a sense of fulfillment by providing this service for others in their lives. It's amazing. Third, start dating. Even if it's just taking a girl out for an hour, even if you feel you're too busy, make dating a priority, and the Lord will bless you for it. In the scriptures it says, by small and simple things are great things brought to pass. It is the same way that we create our habits. And it is our habits that create us. So by taking simple actions every day, it will make an enormous amount of difference in your life. Here is my challenge to you. I challenge you to choose one simple action that you can do in each of these 3 categories and do it today. Once again, they are: strengthen your relationship with your Heavenly Father. 2, get a job. 3, date. Choose your simple action and write it down right now. And then go out and do it. You will be grateful that you did. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Returned Missionary University and for being a part of RM Nation. Join us next week for another episode. As always, I look forward to hearing from you, and I hope that you have an awesome day.